Well, hello, everyone. This is Dr. Nick, your favorite personal growth coach, and I am excited. It has been a while. We have been taking a break during the month of November, looking back at some of the amazing sessions that we have done throughout the year since we started in April or March or April. And it has been a great time just kind of reviewing all of those. But I'm glad to be back. I have been doing a lot of things, and I'll share some of the stuff that I have been doing. So, welcome. Let me know that you're watching. Say hello. Don't be a stranger. I'm excited to be back again on this Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, where we all are here to talk about adulting in my purpose. And adulting in my purpose is really a movement that has started that to help millennials, our young adults, kind of discover who they are, clarify their vision, and just kind of help them develop a plan, a solid plan to take that next step in life. Sometimes you just kind of need that push to go over that hump when you don't have that clarity and you're just in that rut of uncertainty, and you kind of just need a help over that hump. And that's what I had desired for adulting in my purpose, this movement to be all about, to help as many young adults, millennials, in that space that they feeling stuck, help them get over the hump, help them clarify their vision, and move on to be the great men and women of God that I know that they have been destined to be. And it has been great. It has been an amazing year, although a lot of things have happened and have occurred. Just being able to interact and engage and to truly make an impact has been phenomenal. So, we have been I took a break. I was really intentional to take a break over the month of December, and we had some replays. So hopefully you were able to enjoy some of the replays that happened. Um, but really, what I was doing, I just needed time to regroup, take a break. Sometimes you're gonna have to put yourself right, put yourself first. Self leadership is the highest form of leadership. So just taking that time to get myself together, to kind of put some plans and stuff for my business together, and truly get prepared for the new year that is coming, guys. It is December 2nd. So that means it's 30 more days and we will be done with 2020. I am in awe. I can't believe it, but the year is really up. We have 30 days left. And the idea that, I am always very intentional. I'm a planner by nature, by the way that I'm wired, and I wanted to. A lot of people, wait to the new year to kind of put their plan together, do their vision boards, and all of that stuff. But it's time to start that now. I started back in the week of Thanksgiving, actually. I just started and just went into planning mode, and I'll continue to do that. I started in my business, then I'll move into my personal life. So I'll have a plan for my business plan, and then I'll have a plan for my personal life. It's time to start now. And as young people, as you're going through life, you're feeling that feeling of stuckness, as if I'll make up a word, because there's not any clarity. There's a lack of clarity. There is the unknown. But now, if you take the time to just stop, to pause, and put a plan together, and we know God is ultimately in control, because the word says that even we can plan our steps, but it's God who orders them. Nobody could have predicted that will be going through a pandemic during 2021, and because of that, we had to make some shifts and changes, and things, and the pain and the loss and all those that had occurred. So things can happen, but the idea of creating a plan and looking forward into the new year ahead of time will help you to close that gap of unknown, close that gap of uncertainty, and begin allow you to get some more clarity and begin to focus on the things that you desire to do and how you're going to get there. So that is what I have been doing. So I am all pumped. I am ready. You guys don't understand. There's going to be some amazing things that are in the pipeline for 2021. So what I'm going to talk about and share with you today is really some tips and strategies. We got 30 days left. 30 days. So, what are you going to do in the course of the next 30 days that's going to position you to a step into your greatness in 2021? So I'm going to share some tips and strategies for you that is going to help you finish out 2020 strong, and not only that, start 2021 even stronger. Now is not the time. I know it's the holiday season. It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get relaxed. It's getting cold outside. I get it. I get it. But I'm talking to the young people. I'm talking to the young people that know that there is greatness inside of them, that know they have a purpose, that they know have a calling, and they have a desire to do, be, and have more. I'm talking to you tonight because you're the ones that are needing to hear this, to get that motivation that you need to get started in your plan now. So grab your pens, grab your notepads. We're gonna have some. I'm back, y'all. It's been a month, and I'm back. I'm excited. I am pumped. I am adulting in my purpose, and I am wanting you all to do the same. So my question is, I was reading this article today that it was by Compare Camp, and they published this in May of 2020. The 2022 new trends from millennials going into the new year, going into 2021, and it was just amazing to me, some of the trends and behaviors and insight that they have about this generation going into the new year. They said that more millennials are looking for that healthier living, eating more organic foods, locally stored foods, natural raw ingredients food. They're embracing a lifestyle of minimalism, learning how to do more with less. Learning how to redirect their expenses and put it more into savings. It said 50% of millennials are planning to establish businesses in the new year, looking for financial stability, truly. Their buying habits are now focused more on their needs and their wants as opposed to just frivolous spending. More millennials, they're trending, they're more self-educated. Of course, with being in the digital world, you have knowledge at your fingertips. There's so much, just really a great investment in health and wellness. So there's so much that we see that the millennials and you all are doing and planning and wanting to accomplish in this new year coming. But how will you do it? And do you have a plan? Are you even thinking about that? I know, it's we can get discouraged by what's going on in the world, and it can be discouraging, and it can put a halt or pull a delay or a block or a barrier for you to move forward. You're like, hey, we're in the middle of a pandemic. What do I need to plan? But I want to encourage you tonight. I want to encourage you tonight that this is the time to build that motivation. This is the time to truly delve deep within yourself and to create an idea, to start thinking about what 2021 can look like for you. So let's dive right in. I have my points. I have my points. So welcome everybody. Oh, and for those that are watching, I was ready to start teaching. I didn't even introduce myself to those that may be watching for the first time. If you're watching for the first time, welcome to Adulting in My Purpose live. My name is Dr. Nicole Rankin, mostly known as Dr. Nick. I'm a certified personal growth coach. I and also the CEO of the Cole Academy of Personal Growth and the author of Adulting in My Purpose. Um, and so what I do, I help young people. I help young people identify and discover who they are, help them clarify the vision, and we work out plans. We make plans to create a life that they desire to live. So that's who I am, and I love what I do what I love, and I love being able to impact and serve the young people, our next generation. So welcome if it's your first time. Let's get started. So the first thing that I want you to think about when you're wanting to finish out this next 30 days, finish out strong. The first thing is that one, I want you to establish a time and place that you know that you can be alone. I'm gonna say that again. Establish a time, establish a place that you know that you can be alone. I know that you're young. You want to be out. You may can't hopefully you're not out. Hopefully we're still social distancing, and you're on Zoom and doing everything that you can to help minimize the impact of this pandemic. But you may live at home with multiple people, you may have a roommate, you may work multiple hours of the day, and you finding that it's hard to just carve out some time for yourself, carving out some time for yourself. But what I want you to do, I want you to be intentional for the next 30 days. I want you to find time to establish a certain time of the day, and that could be whatever works for you. I am a night owl. For those that for those that know me can attest that they might get an email at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning that is like telling instruction. They like, what is she doing and why is she up? But I'm a night owl. That's when the creative juices flow. I don't know. That's the way things happen. That's when God speaks to me. That's what happens. 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's my time. So you got to identify that time that's going to work for you and establish that time. Be intentional to create that time. Carve out the time that you're going to be alone, whether it's early in the morning, where it could be midday or mid afternoon, or even if it's late at night. Whatever it is, whatever that works for you, I want you to be intentional to carve out that time. That that you're going to be alone, because this is where you're going to practice all of these strategies and tools that I'm going to give you tonight. But you got to make time to do it. If you don't make the time to pause, to be still, to reflect, you're going to miss the opportunities to learn. You're going to miss the downloads that you'll get from your vision and the ideas that come to you, because you're so busy in a rut. You're so busy moving. And we know the law of process of activity says, just because you're doing activities doesn't necessarily mean that they are accomplishments, right? But we're so busy doing, but we just need to stop, need to pause, and establish a time that we're going to be alone, and to be able to truly be intentional and delve deep in this process. And I know everybody's busy, but we all have 86,400 seconds in a day. We all have 1,440 minutes in an hour. That's 20. That's all we have. Everybody has the same thing. So it's not about how you what time you have. It's what you're going to do with the time that you have. And I know that we can make time for what we want to make time for. Right? We make time for what we want to make time for. So if this is important to you, if you are determined to say, I want to get unstuck, I want to truly, 2020 was one of them years that we will never forget. But I want to go into 2021 with clear vision, with a plan and truly embark in in the life that I desire and the life that I dream about, then this is going to be your test. Are you going to be disciplined enough to set the time that you need in order to do the things that you need to get done, to position yourself to become who you need to be to manifest those dreams? That's something that you have to answer yourself. So again, the first thing is establishing that time and place. When are you going to do it and where you're going to do it? And then once you get that plan, the next thing I want you to reflect, right? I want you to reflect on 2020 experiences. And I know it may be hard. We've had some low lows during the course of the year. It may be hard to think about some of the things that you have experienced over the course of 2020, but this is so important and so critical to the process of going forward, because a lot of times we allow the past to hinder us from moving forward because we don't take the time to reflect. We don't take the time to learn from a lot of the experiences that we have. We don't take the time to heal and to bring awareness to some of the things that have occurred. So this is the time where you're going to do that. Got 30 days, guys. We got 30 days. So this is the time where you're going to do that. You're going to think about your experiences. You're going to find meaning. There is always, I always say that you guys know me out there, that for those that know me know that I'm a woman of faith. And I believe that everything that happens is God oriented. Nothing just haphazardly just happens. God is always in control. And so there's a meaning in every aspect, in every experience that we go through. There's something that we can learn. There's something that we can extract. There's a lesson in the midst of the storm. And a lot of times we're so busy just rolling with our routine that we go through these experiences, but we don't take the time to extract that learning experience, and we don't learn from it. They say that experience is the best teacher, but it really isn't, because if you don't take the time to learn from it, if you don't take the time to evaluate from it, you get nothing from it. And what you're going to do, you're going to repeat the same thing over and over. So now's the time. I want you to go back over the 2020, starting from January all the way now back down to December, and evaluate. Think about all of the things that you've gone through. Think about all of the things that you have experienced, those aha moments, those low moments, those valley moments, those painful moments, the high moments when things were good. All of those things, extract those learning lessons. What did you learn? Allow those experiences to give you some insight on how you can move forward into going into the new year. That's what this does. How to evaluate. Maybe you had an experience where you acted out of character, right? And you said, you know what? That is something that I don't want to do. I want to be a better person. I want to treat people better. So now you're going to evaluate your mindset, evaluate your attitude, evaluate your behaviors, evaluate the strengths that you have over the course of 20, and think about it, to change your reality, to change where you are. Where you are right now is due to your best thinking, right? As a man think it, so is he. So if you're wanting to do, be, and have more, if you're wanting to go into 2021 with a new attitude, a new mindset, a new doing new things, getting different results, then it all starts with your thinking process. It all starts now, and evaluating what is it that happens and how you can move forward doing things better, right? So in order to do that, you got to change the way we think. So go back, evaluate the things that you have been going through, evaluate all of the things that happened in 2020. For those, I'm a journaler, so I'm always writing down. That's going to be helpful for you. For all my journalers out there, shout out to you all. Will be easy because all you have to do is flip back the page. For those that are not journaling, I encourage that going into 2021. get you a journal, and so you can track. But again, just take that time to pause and reflect, and go back over those experiences, pull out those learning opportunities, pull out the things that you know that, wow, that happened and I want to be better than that. Pull out those moments. So because you're going to use that going into um 2020. So one, establish that place and time that you're going to do all of this, and two, begin to reflect. And no, this doesn't have to happen in one setting, right? That's why you establish a time that works best for you. If it's just 30 minutes a day, or 30 minutes every other day, whatever it is, but just be consistent with it. Again, we got 30 days. We got 30 days, right? So whatever that time is, just be consistent with it. And no, I mean, it could be that you set the a weekend, one of the weekends that we have, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Take 3 days, and that will be your reflection time, whatever it is. You know, so make that work for you, and reflect on 2020 experiences. Then next, once you start reflecting on these experiences, now it's time to evaluate the areas of improvement. So this is where you're going to pull out and get those insights. How can I improve? Right? If you want to do something different in 2021 and be stronger than you are now, you have to do that self development. You have to grow yourself. You have to make yourself a priority. I always tell people that the highest form of leadership is self leadership. We can't effectively lead others. We can't effectively influence others if we're not leading and influencing ourselves. And to do that, we have to be intentional about our own personal growth and development. So now you're going to evaluate all the areas that you want to improve. Make that laundry list, that you in the areas that you want to improve in life. If you want to improving your mindset, you want to improving your attitude, you want to improve your finances, you want to improve your health habits, you want to improve your relationships, what you want to improve your social life, and you want to have some more fun, you work too much, whatever that is. Now start evaluating the areas that you want to improve. So you see how this is working, right? So in order for us to start moving forward, first we got to be intentional, right? We got to make a resolve that we are going to want to be better going into the future. But before we can go to the go ahead, it's always good to look back, right? We don't want you stuck in the past, but we want you to learn from the past so you can extract all the things that you need to know that's going to help you and propel you and catapult you into that greatness in the future, right? So that's why we evaluate the areas. Do you know what area you want to improve? Yes, we always say, yeah, we want a better year. We want to do better. We want to do, be, and have more. But what does that mean? What does that mean? That's so general. What area? What is it that you want? What is it that you really, really, really want? You got to ask yourself that question. If you want clarity, if you want to have be focused going into 2021, you got to ask yourself the tough questions. What is it that you want? And not what is it that your parents want? Not what is it that society feels that you should have? Not what is it that your friends say that you're good at? What is it that you want? Everything that you need for success is already inside of you. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, right? Before we were in our mother's womb, he knew us, he formed us. And I believe that each and every one of you have a purpose in this world. We have been given gifts and given talents, right? That are phenomenal. But we have to tap in. We have to believe it within ourselves. We have to dig and dive deep within and do that internal work so it can manifest on the outside. So the idea is you got to evaluate, what is it that you want? What are the areas that you need to level up? What are the areas that you need to improve and focus on going into the new year? This is what I want you to do to evaluate the areas of improvement. Once you start reflecting on what happened, okay, it happened. We can't live. We're not. No, I don't think nobody wants to stay in 2021. Nobody wants to stay in 2020. So we want to get out of Dodge as soon as possible, right? So this is what we do. Evaluate, what areas can we improve, and what is it that we want to happen. And then the next step on this process is to then once you start looking, evaluating, getting those areas, looking at some things that you want to change, things that you want to do, and this is a process because we that's I think about, when people start going into the new year, you get all hype, you get all excited, we get motivated. For example, everybody, the infamous, everybody wants to lose weight. Everybody wants that better new year body. So before COVID, people start January 1 in the gym. Gym is packed. You can't find a machine. Classes packed wall to wall. But as the months go on, February comes. March comes, and those numbers start to dwindle down. So you got to be able to be consistent with this process, and truly make a resolve that you want to improve yourself. So after you evaluate, your areas of improvement, then you're going to develop a plan. And let me go back to that reflection piece. For those that have adulting in my purpose journal, you know that we have a section in there for self reflection, a whole chapter devoted to the reflecting and going back. So if you're having trouble going back and reflecting, I say grab the journal. It's available on Amazon.com, and allow that to help you with this process of reflecting, because you want to ask yourself the right questions in order to get the answers that you need to help you to move forward. And so after you reflect, after you evaluate your areas of improvement, then you want to develop a plan to improve, right? So it's more than just having the reflection time, having the evaluation time, and say, okay, great. What are you going to do? Now it's time to take massive action. Now it's time to put a plan together to get you from where you are to where you want to be. So you got the areas that you want to improve. How do you want to improve it? Be specific. Get detail. You want to. I'll go back to the weight loss scenario. You want to lose weight. Well, how much weight do you want to lose, and when do you want to lose it by? Get specific. This is the time for you to figure out how are you going to get how are you going to get motivated. What is going to keep you going? What are you going to do on a day-to-day basis starting in the new year? How are you going to move forward to get to that level of improvement that you desire? Now this is where you develop a plan. And it looks different for everybody. We all want different things. So as young people, it is you have the ability to lead your life. A lot of times we just kind of accept things as they come. I'm going with the flow, or it is what it is. No, you have the power, you have the authority all within you to lead your life rather than just accept it. So now developing this plan, like I said, as it says in the word, a man plans his steps, but it's God who's ordered. Give God something to work with. Faith without works is dead. We can huff, we can puff, we can believe and do all of these things and wish upon a star. But if we're not putting into action, if we're not taking the steps to make things happen and allowing God to open the doors for us to move, then we are going to find ourselves in the same place that we are today, December 2nd, 2020. We're going to be in the same place December 2nd, 2021, singing our woulda, shoulda, couldas. So if you want something different, if you want a different result, if you want 2021 to look feel, be different, then you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. So develop a plan, right? This is the law of consistency. It says motivation gets you going, but it's discipline that keeps you growing. And that's what we want to do. We want to keep growing. We want to keep moving. The more we grow, the more we develop ourselves, the more we can our capacity grows, the more our mindset grows, the more up leveling we can do in all areas of our lives. And that's when we experience the greatness, the abundant life that we have been created to have. But it starts with us. It starts with that internal work. It starts with that plan. So most people don't fail. They just fail to be consistent in doing something long enough to create a habit. And when you don't do that, then you stop. So, what is it that you're going to do every day? Thinking about all the areas of your life that you want to improve, all the areas of your life that you want to up level. You're writing this down in your journal, right? Writing it down in your journal, and thinking about what it is that what is it that you want, and how are you going to do it? And I say this because a lot of times when we think about our goals, when we think about our dreams, it seems so far out of our reach. It seems because it's huge, right? When we get visions, we get dreams, and it seems so huge because it's like, wow, this is something that's beyond myself that I'm dreaming about. And then we, rather than focusing on what we have, and we start focusing on what we don't have, what we lack, what other people are gonna think, all of these things that hinder us from moving forward. But when you're developing your plan, I want you to start small. And again, in the journal, in the Adulting in My Purpose journal, available on Amazon, we have a whole section for self planning to teach you how to self plan. And it takes you through 9 steps on how to create a solid plan. And it's an amazing. It's starting out by setting your intention, understanding your why. Why is it that you want to set this goal? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you feel you want to accomplish? And it goes through a whole process to help you truly hone in on what it is that you want to do. So, again, for those that don't have that journal, it's available on Amazon.com. So that self-planning piece is going to be so important in this process. So we're gonna one, set our time and place that we're gonna do our reflection. Take that time to do the reflection over 2020, pulling out those aha moments, pulling out those, evaluating those experiences, evaluating the lows, evaluating the highs, your attitudes, your behaviors, your mindset, your habits and disciplines, and then evaluating what are the things that you want to change, what are the things that you want to improve on going into the new year, and then now developing a plan of exactly how you're going to do that. All right. So, and then last but not least, once you develop your plan, okay, it's not just to have a plan and not do anything, right? You got to start. And I say start now. You don't have to wait till January 1, 2021. Start now. This is for the serious, not the curious. This is where you develop your plan and you put it in action. You start tomorrow. You don't have to wait till January, because we want to develop a attitude and of consistency. We want to develop a habit. We want to develop a discipline. So those things that we did before, we got to break. We got to break the cycles. Right. So if you're not a fast starter, if you're a procrastinator, if you're one of those young people that says, I can do it later, these are the things that we need to break. These are the habits and disciplines that we want to break and create new habits and create new disciplines that's going that puts us in alignment with where we want to go and who we desire to be. So start now. You got 30 days. Once you make that plan, put it into action. If you, whatever time, if you make that plan, if you go through this process and you start making a plan next week, then on week 3 of December, I want you to start that plan right before Christmas. I want you to start that plan. Don't wait till January. Start it now. Start it in December. This is what's going to create that habit. This is what's going to help you finish out 2020 strong and start 2021 even stronger, because you coming in focused, you coming in with clarity, you're coming in already with the habits that you need for the success that you desire. You don't have to muscle up the strength to do that because you're already starting. You're putting in the practice now. So start now. Once you identify it's game on. That is what's going to help you move forward. That is what's going to help you position 2021 to be the best year yet. I believe it. Guys, you guys just don't know. It has been amazing. The last couple of months, November, just the things that God has deposited in my spirit. The journals are just it just they're just piling up. So and I'm starting to implement those things now. I'm working them slowly. You'll start to see some new things. The business is getting a facelift, doing some rebranding, some new programs coming out. It is going to be phenomenal. Let me tell you, we are truly adulting in my purpose over here. So I'm just hyped, and I'm excited, for what God is doing, and He's doing wonderful and amazing things, and He can do the same for you. And you, all the things that you desire, all the things that you think about, all the ideas that you have, it can happen. I'm no respecter of person. I just plan. I do the same things, the things that I'm telling you to do, the strategies and tools. We've been doing this since March, guys. So the things that I'm sharing, they're not abstract. They're just not coming out of a book. These are things that I have placed, and not only myself, other people, other like-minded people that I roll with. My inner circle is dope, y'all. So they're doing the same thing. So young people, you don't have to wait to say, "Oh, I'm going to wait till I get old." Do it now. Change the things that you want now, so your life later will be like none other. That's what we do when we are truly adulting in our purpose. We're preparing ourselves to live a life that we desire, that God has ordained, that abundant life that we have been promised. That's what we do this now. So start now. Get the goals, write those things that you want to improve, write that plan. There's 30 days left. So let's review. The first thing, establish a place and time that you're gonna go through this whole process. Reflect on 2020. Pulling out those lessons and the learning experiences. Evaluate your areas of improvement. What exactly do you want? How do you want to grow? What are things that you want to change? Then develop a plan. How are you going to do it? And be specific. Break it down, and then start. Don't wait till January. Don't wait till January 1 to the countdown. Do it now. Develop those habits of consistency. Develop the disciplines that you need. Do it now. All right. So that was the lessons. Those are my 5 points. I only did 5. Usually I do 7. I had 5 today, But I hope, it's my hope that something that was said will spark a fire and spark a flame in you, to totally step out your comfort zone, move past that level of comfort, and be able to take the risk, step out on faith, take the risk to do something different, to get a different result than that you want. So you can do be and have more. That 2021, we know 2020, what wasn't the best year, even though it was great things happened overall. It was a hard year. It was a hard year, and we are not negating that fact. But what we're not going to do is continue to dwell in it. We're not going to dwell in it. We're not going to stay stuck in 2020, because in 30 days we got a new year coming. So if this is the time to get ready, to put things to action, and to prepare yourself, so January 2021 comes, you are already in the motion. Just you have the momentum, you have the focus, you got a plan, and you ready to do what you do. That is what we are doing when we are adulting in my purpose. So thank you for tuning in. Again, I hope something that was said, sparks of fire, was helpful for you. Again, truly take the 30 days, go through the steps, and go through the process. You know, I want to continue to be a resource for you. I mentor a lot of millennials who are just stuck and just needing clarity, especially going through this year. It was rough for you all, and I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. And I want to continue to be a resource for you, and I will do that. You guys know my heart. You guys know my passion. And so we're just going to be doing some great things. One, I want to tell you about. The Adulting in My Purpose course that has been created. Yes, we turned it into a course. Look, see, we do it. We first we had a journal, then we turned it in. The pandemic hit, then we turned it into a live and podcast. Now we got a full course, y'all. Then we went global and started doing the class. It's been phenomenal. So we have a course now, and with the course, it is we know, when we talk about change, transformation just doesn't happen in one session. Like, these are great. I love sharing. I love bringing guests on that are going to help up level you, and provide you with tools and strategies to help you in your personal growth and development. But true transformation happens over time, and that's the reason why I developed this course, because it would allow me to get into a more intimate level with you, to work with you, to kind of understand where you are, so I can better help you get from where you are to where you want to be. So the course, again, the course text is the Adulting in My Purpose journal, available on Amazon. But with that, you'll get live coaching and teaching calls. We'll go through a live teaching calls. You'll also have Q&A sessions and support sessions, so you can bring some of the things that you're going through. If you're working on something, if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're stuck and you just need a thinking partner, and you can bring it to that session, and I'll work with you one on one. And of course, it will be in a group session. But a lot of times, when I love the idea when we're working together, and that's why I love Adulting in My Purpose as a community, as a family. When we work together in a group, you realize when one person is sharing what they're going through, you'll start to hear others chime in. Oh yeah, I'm going through the same thing. Wow, I just came out of that, and then everybody's chiming and thinking into the situation, and it's just a powerful experience. So we have the live teaching calls, the Q&A sessions, and support calls. You'll have homework. You know me. I'm a teacher. So you'll have homework. You'll have the course. You'll take you on a 7 personal growth journey. So we'll go through let's start with the journey of reflection. Go through that's again, we know that that is the first thing you got before you can go forward. You want to look back. So the journey of self reflection, the journey of self awareness, the journey of self knowledge, the journey of self belief, identifying some of the limiting beliefs and the self beliefs that you have that are hindering you from moving forward. We'll go through the journey of self knowledge, asking you to identify what are your what are the things that you believe are your strength? What are your things that you believe that are your weaknesses? What are some of your gifts? What are some of your talents? What do you know about yourself? So those are the questions that we ask you in self knowledge. Then we go into self improvement. How are we going to improve? We'll delve deeper into that improvement piece. What are areas that you want to improve in your life, and how can you do that? Then I talked about the journey of self planning. We'll go in and truly take your goals and put them through a process where we'll develop a solid plan for each of your goals, and you come out with a plan. It has been an amazing journey. Having some of the young people that have been a part of the different classes uh, that have gone through the course already. You know, they've gone through the course and they come up with a life plan. Some have come up with business plans, all just in this 7-day, 7-course journey, and it has been an amazing. The last one is self motivation, just learning how to keep yourself motivated and how to celebrate your wins, and how to just continue the process. So we're going to start that session in January of 2021, because what I want you to do is, we talked about, for this process of reflection, I want you to go back and do that. You got homework, so take the next 30 days, and then, for those that are wanting to up level, wanting to take themselves to the next level, wanting to truly dive deep, feeling that if you're really feeling stuck and don't know how to move forward, this is for you. Uh, Join us January 2021 for a session of Adulting in My Purpose, the course. Now, this course, with everything that I have shared and then I'm putting into it, I got some great bonuses as well. You got some recorded video lessons that you can have for your archives. Through in a personal growth plan for those that will help you kind of plan out. You can plan out the year. We plan everything in life. We plan our dates. We plan things we want to do every day, but we don't plan to grow, right? So we got a personal growth template that will help you with that. For those that want to start businesses in the new year, I have a startup, self assessment for business owners, so you can go in and see some of the things that you're needing for that process. So we got just a lot of stuff that's going to be available to you with this course. And normally this course, I think about some of the investments I have made. This will be at least $9.99 to north of $1,000. But I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I know you young. I know your parents want you to stay out their pockets. I get it. But I do know that you will invest in yourself. So I'm not going to charge what I would for this course. But I will, our normal, won't do the 1,000, but the normal course will be 147 going into the new year. So, but for those that are listening in, for those that are hearing my voice and saying, man, I need that in my life. I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of this adulting in my purpose movement. Whether you're listening to me live or you are listening to the recording, because you are listening and you lasted to the end, I am going to offer you the adulting in my purpose course for only $99. And that's about, I mean, for less than an iPhone. For less than an iPhone, you can actually transform your life. For less than a pair of shoes, you can truly hone in and to clarify your vision, truly discover who you are, and make a solid plan to move forward in life, to do some amazing things, to create the life that you destined and desire to do for $99. It's all about making that commitment. It's all about truly saying that you want to make a difference. You know, Lord willing, 2021, things are going to turn around. Opportunities are going to be endless. But the question is, will you be in the number? Will you be able to take part of those opportunities? Are you willing to grow yourself? You know, so if you're willing to join us, to join the movement, the link is there. I also put it in the comments. Um, for those that are ready and wanting to move forward, again, lock it in, establish your spot. Don't let this opportunity pass you by, and you go into 2021 doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So guys, that is it. Again, the link is showing on the screen and will also be available in the comments. I look forward to all of the things that are going to be happening in 2021. I mean, if I had more time, I'll spend another hour with you all sharing the things that are going to be taking place, y'all. It's going to be amazing, guys. I get so overwhelmed because I'm like, wow. To think 3 years ago, I was at a position that I knew I wasn't truly manifesting the things that I knew God had for me. And I made a decision to step out on faith and start this entrepreneurial journey, to start this building this life of significance. And here I am 3 years later in January. You know, that was January 2017 when I resigned. So coming up this January, walking on 3 years, and I'm still here, y'all. And I'm loving it. And I'm having a ball adulting in my purpose and doing the things that God has called me to do. And has it been easy? Psh, no. Have I failed? Yes, many times over. Have I made mistakes? Have there been challenges? Yes, but you know what? When you are doing the things that you know that you have been destined and created to do, there's a sense of peace that surpasses all understanding, that it doesn't even matter. It does the challenges don't matter. You just be like, okay, what's next? Let's go. Let's do this. What I got to learn? What I got to learn? How I failed? Okay, great. I failed. Let me fail forward. Let me get that aha moment. What is that lesson I'm supposed to learn? And let's keep it moving. So that has been me for the last 3 years. And I have the opportunity to partner and link up with some amazing people that help to elevate me, help to elevate my money and my mindset. Shout out to all my BEI founders, Black Entrepreneurs Institute. For those adults that are watching, entrepreneurs, I'm going to tell you guys, the Black Entrepreneur Institute, we are hosting a boot camp to help you put your business in place and put the systems that you need in place, helping you elevate your mindset and your money. I will put that link in the chat as well for my older seasoned folks out there watching. shout out to you all. Maybe you have a business idea. Maybe you want to start a business but don't know where to start. Um, uh, don't know where to start. Um, the Black Entrepreneurs Institute will be a great place for you to participate with like minded people, be coached by successful business owners that look like you, and to help you elevate your mindset and your monies. Hey, Kendra, I see you out there. Kendra, can you do me, Kendra, can you do me a favor and put the BEI link in the chat? Hey, Reggie, I see you. What's up? Damien, what's up? Shout out to everybody watching. Guys, has been great. Again, we will be back. So this month, well, what we're going to do, we're going to showcase millennials making moves all month long. You know, usually I'll just do one segment or two segments a month, but all month long we're going to showcase millennials making move. But not only millennials making move, but we're going to showcase the millennials who are making move that have been through the Adulting in My Purpose course. So it's going to be amazing. We're going to have so much fun. And we're ready. We're not even getting ready. We're ready for 2021, guys. So you all, thank you again for watching. All the links are in the comments. Register for Adulting in My Purpose course if you're ready to start the year off right with me. For my entrepreneurs or want to be if you want to be entrepreneurs, the Black Entrepreneurs Institute Bootcamp also starts January 5th. The link will be in the comment as well. So there's so many opportunities for you to grow. There's so many opportunities for you to tap into the greatness inside of you. There are no excuses allowed. No excuses. We cutting down excuses. We cutting down alibis. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So you guys, we'll see you again next week, Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on another session of Adulting in My Purpose. You all stay safe, be wonderful, and be blessed. God bless you.